Hopefully that is now good. Oh, here we go. I think we are live. Let's see, let's make sure that we can hear. I think we are live. All right. Let's make sure that we can hear. All right, guys, sorry about that. I know I had about 4 minutes, and then I did the whole workout, and then when I went to shut off, let me turn. And then when I went to turn everything off, I said goodbye, and then I realized that the feed had dropped. So I'm gonna go through the whole thing again. It's not that hard. I don't mind doing it. So hopefully this one we won't drop off in the middle of it. Just that camera. So I apologize for everybody who was watching. I'll redo everything. So real quick. We're gonna start off with squats, right? We're gonna do 3 sets. So this week we're gonna do 3 sets. Next week we'll do 4 sets. The week after that we'll do 5, and then we'll see where we are. We'll switch things up. Let's just start off with our squats. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I had a nice little pep talk at the end of it too, that I was giving you guys, which is I think probably just as important as, the exercises. But look, guys, the whole idea here is get up off your chairs. You guys have been in Zoom or Google Meetings all day. There's a easy pattern we fall into where we sit down, we do our Zoom meetings, we sit down, we do our lunch and our dinner, and then we sit down and watch TV or the computer, okay? And then when it's time to get back in the gym, you're gonna get crushed. You're gonna feel terrible because you've been sitting down, you've been sedentary the whole time. Now, we don't know how long we're gonna still be stuck in these lockdowns, or how long the gyms are gonna be closed. So set aside 15 minutes and do a little work, physical work, so that when you come back, you're not going to be totally discouraged. Okay? You're not going to feel like all your strength and flexibility and energy has been, squandered over the last 2 or 3 months. It doesn't take much to just get your body moving and stay loose, okay? So whatever it is, I'm just doing squats for your legs, some reverse crunches, some push-ups, just to get, loose a little bit. So what I'm gonna do today is between each set, I'm gonna do a little stretch, okay? It's a stretch I really like. I've got some recently diagnosed hip issues in my left hip, and so it really helps me out. So I'm gonna start off in this plank, okay? And then you're gonna take your left leg and you're gonna bring it up to your hand here, okay? And you're gonna sink your hips down, okay? I'm looking up so I can make sure the feet is spun. And then you're gonna reach up to the sky, kind of twist your body, okay? So I really feel my right hip sinking into the floor. All right, here. I really like this stretch. I started doing it a lot. I think it's a really good stretch. Try to really turn into it. These are if you guys do kettlebells, they're kind of like windmills on the floor. And then just do maybe a little plank for 10 or 15 seconds. And you come back into that downward dog, and you feel it in your hips. I'm no yoga instructor, but I like to stretch and then I like to hang a little bit, get your back, okay? Bend your knees up, walk up, okay? And then squats are too boring for you. You can always do these kind of reverse lunges here. All right, it's good for balance too. Okay. Okay, like you're shooting. All right, you're gonna shoot a shot. Here, you drop your level. Okay. If you still like the squats, do the squats. You can do a squat here. I like to do the reverse lunges where I tap the ground like I'm gonna shoot. That's usually how you know where your level's good to shoot here. Okay. So good stuff. I like to try to do everything, you know, stretch out a little bit. In between when I'm resting, right, between sets, stretch. If you need to grab something, all right? Shake out. What are we doing? We did, okay, push-ups. Let's do 10. And if you guys can't do 10 push-ups, right, just do planks. Good. And then let's do, I like to do these, the egg beaters. All right, with my legs, pummeling my legs. This is super old school jiu-jitsu warm-up movement. All right, turning your hips. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can put your hands on the ground. All right, and then this is my weak side. Probably can tell. Really think about pummeling, turning your hips. Good. All right. Come back up. And then let's do our little stretch. I'll give you a different angle. All right. Get a little plank. Bring that leg up. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My hip just popped. And then bring your elbow down. And do it again. Switch legs. Up. Down. You can see my right hip, I'm able to really drop my elbow to my ankle, with my other hip, I can't do that. Here. Let's just count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. And we can do, let's do some squats, or we can do forward lunges, right? Here, 1, 2. I do this way, 3. So I'm going forward lunges. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right. Shake it out. Stretch it out. All right. Ooh. Good. Get the blood going. I feel better. This is my second round through here. Stretch it out, try to roll your head a little bit. Just try to get everything moving, right? What about you? Some of you guys are young, but this doesn't really do much for you. But when you get old like me, you know, you gotta get the motor running, right? You gotta get the joints lubricated, right? So, well, I'm no physicist, but I remember there's an old rule. You know, a body at rest tends to stay at rest. Body in motion, is that entropy? I forget. But anyway, you know, take some time out, take 10 minutes out of your day. Just do these. I promise you, you're gonna feel a lot better just in general, and then when you get back on the mats, you're not gonna just wanna give up because you just feel like you can't even move, right? You're just getting smashed. All right, 10 more push-ups. Okay, come on. If you have to do planks, do planks. I used to have my first instructor was a guy named Steve Maxwell. And he used to do the super slow method where he would push up, I think, for a second or 2 seconds, but his way down was 10 seconds. And let me tell you, he's still online. You can still look him up. His name's Steve Maxwell. He's probably in his 60s now. he's an amazing guy, you know, in terms of physical ability, just incredible. But that super, I think he called it super slow. It was really good. So even if you guys look, I bring that up because, look, if you have to do, you know, like you can't do a proper push-up for whatever reason, and you want to do these, right, these knee, everyone always, I was the same kind of thought, why even do knee, you know, these knee push-ups? But it's because you're going too fast, that's too easy, right? So when you do them, right, to get the most out of them, keep your, sorry, I'll do this way. Try to keep your body as straight as possible, and instead of like, just like pumping them out like this, I want you to just go, yeah, count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I went too fast. 9, 10. Let me tell you, even people can do push-ups well or easily. You do that super slow, you're gonna feel that. I feel it already. Anyway, okay, let's do some sit-ups or crunches. I'm gonna do leg lifts here with a crunch, with a reverse crunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's do a stretch, one last stretch. Get that hip stretch, right? Step up with your left leg, up to the sky, down, up, sky. Let's do that one more time. My hips have been bothering me. This is like the best exercise right here. That little stretch here. This is also a really good way if you want to practice your planks, right? Instead of just totally collapsing after you do 2 minutes of planks, whatever length of time, when you're done, you step up, and now you can do whatever it is. You can rest like in this split kind of squat position, okay? And get some flexibility work while you rest, you know, your arms and your chest and your back. Okay, good. All right, are we all still here? We're all still here, so I'll give you the quick version. I already got to practice it when we were offline. So I'm gonna give you the quick version, the rehearsed. Now I have one take through. Hopefully it's better. Look, jiu-jitsu. People often debate the value of jiu-jitsu beyond the mat or beyond the school, okay? And there's people who say it develops your critical thinking and develops your mental toughness. This is true, but like anything that you want to try to develop, you have to work at it, okay? Just doing jiu-jitsu is not gonna make you a critical thinker. Just doing jiu-jitsu is not going to make you mentally tough if you don't take the time to work on those things, okay? And so a big part of mental toughness is realizing, and this goes to jiu-jitsu, right? To the theory of jiu-jitsu or the philosophy of maybe all martial arts, which is there are going to be times on the mat, in life, at your job, with your kids or your parents, or your professors or your bosses, with your family, where you can't just do what you want. You don't get your way, right? You can't just like blow through that obstacle or that conflict. And so you gotta move around, okay? You gotta go over, under, you have to adapt, improvise. That is the spirit of jiu-jitsu, okay? You have to, it's the theory of the pivot, okay? That I have something like the irresistible force or the immovable object, I have to move, okay? So my point is that here we are, you can't get to the gym, you can't train jiu-jitsu the way that we're used to. So don't let the perfect, I'm gonna use a couple of cliches here, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, okay? You have the ability to do everything that I just did in a closet, okay? Or your living room, or wherever you have space in your garage. You spend 15, 20 minutes just doing this, okay? Doing what you can with what you have. And that is mental toughness, okay? Doing the things that you can do when you can do them, okay? If you can do them. If that's the best that you can do right now, then it's better than sitting around and not doing anything, okay?
So, but you have to work at it. That's the mental toughness, okay? Realizing, hey, I can still do something. I don't have to give up. I'm going to pivot, and I'm going to work on something that I can do, okay? So I can do stretching. I can do calisthenics. If you have equipment, then incorporate that. But just get up and do it. And you know, hopefully these videos, doing this every day, I know it's helping me, right? Getting in front of the camera and doing these exercises, because I'm not speaking from a position of, you know, superiority, right? I'm as prone as anybody to sit in front of a computer and not exercise, if not giving some sort of inspiration or spur to do it. So hopefully these videos, the whole point is to, like, for me, I have to get in front of you and I have to do these exercises, and hopefully you'll reciprocate that and you'll get down and you'll do the exercises with me, or you know, whether you're doing it live or you're doing it at home. You have to improvise, you have to adapt. I told a long-winded story. I won't repeat it, but because I know the time is short and you guys probably want to go have dinner. But the story is, go check out how the TRX was invented. It was actually a Navy SEAL who had packed his jiu-jitsu blue belt in his gear, and he was deployed to a place where they didn't have a gym at their base. And so he had to improvise with what he had, which was a belt. And he realized, hey, I can do a bunch of exercises with this belt. And over time, and through many, many iterations and years, and he came up with the TRX. That was how the TRX was born, out of necessity, okay? And so right now we are in a time of necessity, and so you have to do what you need to do. And part of that is just getting up and moving as best you can, okay? So keep a positive attitude, and I will leave it at that. Tomorrow I'll have some more wise words for you. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you like the video, please like the video. And if you're new, you'll definitely get all the updates. I'm gonna start putting out videos on some equipment reviews, some instructional DVD reviews, or videos, they don't have DVDs anymore, instructional video reviews, and maybe even some discussion about jiu-jitsu in general, you know, mental toughness, focus, how it can help you, you know, in other aspects of your life, of your lives. So stay tuned, there'll be more videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, bye.